Let's take Microsoft Excel and the Claude add-in for a ride. I am Chris Menard. I've got two examples for you. The first, I'm going to jump into a very advanced Excel function. I'm going to do XLOOKUP, and the XLOOKUP is actually going to have to pull from a completely different worksheet. Let's see if this works. And then I'll use Claude to create an Excel file from scratch and do data validations in that file. Example number one, I have this table set up with different sneakers. Notice Air Nova is in row 2. We did 2 pair of the Air Nova, 160 each. That is your 320. The problem is I'm trying to figure out the profit. The profit isn't even on this worksheet. It's on a separate worksheet called cost. Air Nova is 100 each. So the 2 pair times 100 is $200. From 320, we should get 120 here. Let's go and turn on Claude. Claude, you do have to have a paid subscription for Claude for this to work. After you have your paid subscription, I clicked on add-ins, typed in Claude, and added it to my Excel file. I have Claude pulled up, and I have a brand new chat. Down in the prompt box below, I'm just going to talk. I do want to point out the different Claude models we have here. I'm going to use Opus 7. Just to be clear about this also, this will use your credits. So let's give Opus 7 a shot. On this current Excel worksheet, I'm trying to figure out the profit, which is column F. The issue is the cost is located on a completely different worksheet called cost. Go figure out the profit for me. Watch how fast this is, by the way. Done. 120 is the correct answer. Let's just go test two. Let's go test one more. I do want to point out there's the Excel function up in the formula bar right above column C and D. It got it correct. If I go and do, what's this next one? Street Pulse. 110 each. 3 times 110 is 330 from 600. 330 from 600 is 270. So there you go right there. Example number 2, let's go build something from scratch. I have a blank Excel worksheet up. Going to click on Claude. Create a new worksheet for me for HR data. I'm trying to track employees. The fields I want to track are employee ID, last name, first name, city, state. I would like to know what department they are assigned to or work in. I also want to know who their manager is and starting salary. Also put in a job title field. Send that off, let Claude build it. I want to point out when I did this, I did not request any sample data, so I'm not expecting any sample data. Looks like it got the fields that I want, so now let's get some sample data and keep going. Give me 150 rows of sample data. I could have been more specific and said, okay, make sure you include these departments or these job titles. I don't care. I'm just going to let Claude do whatever it wants to. That took, by the way, roughly 30 seconds for the 150 rows of sample data. Looks great. It did create a table. Not crazy about the table layout. You can go and always change that, by the way. All right, let's keep going. What I want to do now, let's see if Claude can handle this. I have managers, I have departments, and I have job titles. I would like 3 new worksheets in these department, manager, and job titles to be data validation fields referencing those other worksheets. I want to first test, though, can it do the data validation on this worksheet alone? So let's give that a shot. For 3 of the fields, department, manager, and job title, can you make data validation fields? This is great. It is actually telling me down below, it's making the drop-down list for those fields, and it's creating the master list on a separate worksheet. I'm going to hit allow once, let it work. Okay, let's see first if I got the data validations. I can see right now in column F when I hit the drop-down, Not only did it make the data validation list, but it put it in alphabetical order, customer support all the way down. For the managers, it did exactly the same. It looked like it put them by first name. I don't care. And then for job titles, it is doing the same. Now, if you're wondering, where in the world is that data validation list that it created? It told me that it put it on a hidden worksheet. So I'm going to right click, unhide. Sitting in the middle of my screen are my unhidden worksheets, or sorry, my hidden worksheets. There's lists. Click on OK. And there are the list right here. I do want to format this a little bit. I would have made these tables, so let's see if Claude can fix this. I unhid the list worksheet. I appreciate the data validation list. I would like for department manager and job title, those data validation lists to actually be tables, and I don't care if you put a blank column in between them. So now my data validation lists are all set up as tables, table design, TBL job titles, TBL managers, TBL departments. That is perfect. That's what I would have named them myself. The advantage of having the tables, in case you're wondering, is if I come in here and I start adding fields, I'm putting in training as a department, go back to my HR data for department, I have training listed right there. I'm going to give this an A+. This was really great for creating the fields from scratch, putting in some sample data, creating my data validation list, making my data validation list in tables, and then even hiding that list. I'm just kind of curious if it'll hide that worksheet. Maybe someone doesn't know how to hide a worksheet. This was great. Any chance you can go back and hide the list worksheet for me? In case you don't know how to hide a worksheet, it's a right click and hide. Same way, right click and unhide. It was hidden. Right click any sheet tab and hit unhide if you need to edit it. Same thing I just told you. Now Claude's telling you. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments down below, but this was a great exercise. It passed on both of them. I really like that it did the XLOOKUP based on data on another worksheet. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.